Have you ever felt like your mind is louder than the world around you? That even when the room is silent, your thoughts are screaming, you try to relax, but your heart races, you try to let go. But the memory pulls you back. You smile in front of others, but inside, you feel tired, restless, broken. Maybe you've tried everything, meditation apps, motivational videos, journaling, even isolation, but peace still slips through your fingers like sand. You keep asking yourself, why can't I just be okay? Let me tell you a secret, it's not your fault. Because no one ever taught us how to deal with life. We were taught how to read, write, work and earn, but no one taught us how to live in peace. No one showed us how to protect our minds. No one told us that true power is staying calm in the storm. But there's a reason you're here, watching this, because deep inside, you know there must be more. There must be a way to stop the noise, to live without being shaken by every insult, every fear, every loss. And the good news is there is. More than 2,500 years ago, a man left behind his palace, his riches, his title, and sat under a tree. And he made a promise to himself, I will not rise until I find the truth. Days passed, he was tempted, disturbed, attacked not by people, but by his own mind. And then silence, awakening, peace, that man became the Buddha. Since then, his teachings have helped millions unlock a peace that no external chaos can touch. But what if I told you that you don't need to leave your life behind to find this peace? You don't need to escape to the mountains or meditate for years. You just need to understand a few simple truths, truths that monks live by, that leaders use to remain grounded, that ordinary people have used to heal from heartbreak, grief, loss, and fear. And today I will walk you through 10 of those truths, 10 powerful Buddhist principles that can change the way you think, feel, and live. But before we begin, I want to ask you something. Have you ever been hurt by someone who never said sorry? Have you ever stayed up all night thinking about what you could have said differently? Have you ever felt like no matter how much you give, people still misunderstand you? Then you need this video more than you think. Because the truth is, it's not the situation that's hurting you. It's your reaction to it. And once you learn to control your mind, the world can no longer control you. Let me share a short story. A monk once walked through a village where people insulted him, threw stones at him, even spat in his path. But he kept walking silent, calm, unaffected. A young man followed him and asked, "Why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you react?" The monk smiled and replied, "If someone offers you a gift, and you refuse to accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" The boy said, "To the one who offered it." "Exactly," the monk replied. "Then why should I accept their anger?" This is the kind of mental mastery we're talking about. Not fake positivity, not suppressing your emotions, but understanding them so deeply that they lose power over you. And the best part, these teachings aren't just ancient ideas carved in scriptures. They are living, breathing wisdom, meant for people like you and me. People with jobs, families, relationships, responsibilities, and wounds. You don't have to be perfect, you just need to be open. And here's my promise to you. If you stay with me until the end of this video, I won't just teach you about peace, I'll guide you to feel it. Truly, deeply, the kind that stays with you. When the lights go off, when your phone is silent, and when you're alone with your thoughts. These 10 principles are not about escaping life. They're about facing it with grace. They'll show you how to stop overthinking, how to respond instead of react, how to feel pain without suffering, how to love without attachment, and how to live with purpose without pressure. Because peace is not the absence of problems. It's the ability to stay centered, no matter what. So if you're still here, I invite you to make a quiet commitment to yourself. Not to me, not to this video, but to you. Commit that just for the next few minutes. You'll give yourself the gift of silence, not outside, but within. You'll listen not just with your ears, but with your heart. Because what you're about to hear might not just change your day, it might change your entire life. You see, you've been taught how to build a career, earn money, find success, but have you ever been taught how to build peace? How to create a life where no one can disturb your inner world? You're about to learn that now. And before we begin, let me share one last story. A student once asked the Buddha, "Master, you speak of peace, yet people still argue. You speak of stillness, yet the world is in chaos. What's the point? The Buddha smiled and said, when a candle is lit in darkness, it does not remove the entire darkness of the world, but it still brings light to those who sit near it. This video is that candle, and you, yes, you are the one sitting close enough to feel its light. So breathe, listen, let go. Because today we begin a journey back home, not to a place but to yourself. Your peace is waiting. Let's begin. Principle 1, accept what you cannot control. Imagine this, you're stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting. Your hands grip the steering wheel. Your heart pounds, your thoughts spiral. Why today, why now? But the cars don't move. The horns keep blaring, and nothing changes except your stress level. This is life showing us a lesson Buddha taught long ago. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. You can't control the traffic, but you can control your response. Buddha said, you only lose what you cling to. When we fight reality, we suffer. When we accept it not passively, but with awareness, we gain peace. A monk once saw a farmer crying in the field. His crops had been destroyed by a sudden storm. The monk sat beside him and said nothing. After a long while, the farmer asked, why aren't you saying anything? The monk replied, because nature has spoken. Now it is your turn to listen and act from calm, not from chaos. This is the essence of acceptance. Not giving up, not becoming cold, but choosing clarity over conflict. Ask yourself, what am I holding on to that I cannot control? Someone's behavior, the past. The future, what happens when I loosen my grip just a little. Now breathe. Let it go. Principle 2, master the art of mindfulness. Most of us live like ghosts moving, reacting, speaking, but rarely present. We eat without tasting, listen without hearing, live without truly being alive. Mindfulness is not just meditation. It is a presence, a deep, full, rooted awareness of what is happening in this moment, inside you and around you. Try this now, close your eyes. Inhale deeply. Can you feel the breath enter your body? Can you feel your chest rise? That is mindfulness. There's a story of a young man who asked a monk, what is your secret to peace? The monk smiled and said, when I eat. When I walk, when I sit, I sit. The man was confused, but I also eat, walk, and sit. The monk replied, yes, but when you eat, your mind is already walking. And when you walk, your mind is already sitting. You are never where you are. In the present moment, there is no fear, no guilt, no shame, only now. And now it is always peaceful. Train yourself to return to now. Again and again. Every time you do, you reclaim your power. Principle 3, let go of desires. Desire is a burning flame. It never says, I'm satisfied. It always wants more money, more love, more recognition. But desire also brings fear of loss, of not having enough, of not being enough. Buddha taught that desire is the root of suffering, not because wanting is wrong, but because attachment to desires creates endless dissatisfaction. There's a parable of a monkey who reached into a jar to grab some rice, but the opening was small. As long as the monkey's fist was clenched, it couldn't pull its hand out. It screamed, struggled, panicked. But the moment it let go, it was free. This is what our desires do. They trap us. The moment we release them, even just loosen our grip, peace enters. Desire less and you suffer less. Principle 4, watch your words. Words can heal, words can harm. They are not just sounds, they are vibrations that shape lives. Right speech is one of the noble eightfold paths. It teaches us to speak with truth, kindness, and purpose. A woman once came to Buddha and said, people speak harshly of me, even when I do no wrong. Buddha replied, if someone gives you a gift and you refuse it, who does it belong to? She said to the giver, then let their words return to them. You don't have to accept every word spoken to you. And equally, we must be mindful of the words we send out. Are they necessary? Are they true? Are they kind? Because the words you plant in others will someday grow in your own life. Speak like a monk, live like a Buddha. Principle 5, train your mind. Our mind is a powerful servant, but a dangerous master. The thoughts we repeat become our beliefs, and our beliefs become the world we live in. Buddhism teaches us that to master our life, we must first master our mind. There's a story about a traveler who asked a monk, How can I find happiness? The monk handed him a mirror and said, "Look at this every day and clean it." Confused, the traveler asked, "How will this bring me happiness?" The monk smiled, because peace is not something you find. It's something you clear away. The dust is your thoughts, your judgments, your stories. We all have negative thoughts, but you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind them. Observe your mind like you would observe the sky. Let the clouds pass. Don't follow every storm. Principle 6, practice compassion. Compassion is not a weakness, it's courageous. The courage to understand, even when we've been hurt. The courage to care, even when the world is cold. The Buddha taught metta, loving kindness, as a daily practice, not just for others, but also for ourselves. A woman once asked a monk, "Why do I feel empty even though I help everyone?" The monk poured tea into her cup. He kept pouring until the cup overflowed. The tea spilled all over the table. She said, "Stop, can't you see it's full?" The monk said, "And yet you expect yourself to keep pouring kindness when your cup is empty. Start with compassion for yourself, for your tiredness, for your healing. Then let it extend outward. Compassion melts resentment. It dissolves barriers, and it brings a soft peace that no logic can explain. Principle 7, walk the middle path. Buddhism is not about extremes, not about denying yourself joy, nor chasing endless pleasure. It is the middle path, a life of balance. Too much indulgence leads to laziness. Too much discipline leads to rigidity. Balance is where peace grows. There was once a musician who asked the Buddha how to live well. The Buddha asked, "What happens if you tighten your instrument string too much?" "It breaks," said the musician. "And if it's too loose, it doesn't play." "So it is with life," said the Buddha. "Not too tight, not too loose. Just enough tension to play your song. Find your balance. That's where your inner harmony lives." Principle 8, embrace impermanence. Everything changes, the seasons, our emotions, our relationships. Nothing stays forever. Buddha called this anicca, impermanence. And in this truth lies our greatest freedom. We suffer because we expect things to stay. We fear losing what we love, but change is not the enemy, attachment is. A monk once built a sand mandala, an intricate, beautiful design. It took him 3 days. And then with a gentle sweep, he erased it. "Why did you destroy it?" asked a young boy. The monk smiled, because beauty lies not in holding on, but in the courage to let go. Everything passes, so cherish the now. Love deeply, but hold lightly. Principle 9, observe without judgment. We spend so much time labeling everything, good, bad, right, wrong. But what if we just observed without judgment? Meditation teaches us to watch, like a mountain watches the clouds. Calm, unmoved, just witnessing. You feel anger, observe it, don't become it. You feel fear, watch it, don't run from it. Your power lies in your ability to see clearly, not react blindly. A student once asked, "How do I stop negative thoughts?" The master replied, "You don't stop them, you stop feeding them. What we resist persists. What we observe dissolves." Principle 10, live with purpose and presence. Many people are alive, but not truly living. They go through motions, not meaning. Buddhism teaches right action, to live with purpose, with ethics, with heart. There's a story of a man who worked in a bakery. Every day he baked bread, same routine, same hours, same customers. One day a child asked him, "Do you get bored making bread every day?" The man smiled, "No, because I'm not just baking bread. I'm feeding people, I'm nourishing families, I'm offering warmth." Even the smallest act can become sacred if done with presence. Live each moment like it matters, because it does. Conclusion, the return to peace. You've just walked through 10 powerful Buddhist principles. Each one a key, each one a path. Not to escape life, but to live it fully, peacefully, truthfully. If you're still watching, it means something inside you is ready to change. Ready to let go, ready to awaken. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to begin. And remember, peace is not something you find. It's something you uncover beneath the noise, beneath the fear, beneath the expectations. So today, take one principle, just one. Practice it, live it, let it plant a seed. And tomorrow, another. Slowly, quietly, beautifully, you'll change. And one day, you'll look in the mirror and see not the person who used to suffer, but the person who chose peace. This is the way of Buddha. This is the path of wisdom. This is the spark within you. Thank you for watching. If this touched your heart, share it with someone you love. Comment below which principle you'll begin with. And never forget, you carry the light. You are the calm. You are the wisdom of sparks.